If I were a bartender at some fancy hotel serving some rich fella in old fashioned, it might look something like this. Half of an orange wheel, 2 maraschino cherries. We're being really authentic. We should be using some low-end neon red maraschino cherries, but I'm serving some rich fella in a fancy hotel. I'm gonna give him some nice cherries. Some nice Luxardo cherries. A scant amount of sugar. That can be 1 sugar cube. It could be roughly a 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. A small amount, because this is going to be a very sweet old-fashioned. That's a little more than a 1/4 ounce, so that's gonna be quite sweet. 2 to 4 dashes of Angostura bitters. The bitters really make this version of the drink, so leaning more tends to be good. I'm gonna go with 4. And then we muddle this mixture. We really want to grind this into a paste. You do want to try to avoid pressing too much on the peel itself. Now, normally the peel is the most delicious part of the orange in your cocktail. That being said, because we put the whole slice in there, it also has the white pith in it. And that's going to impart a lot of bitterness that you don't want in this cocktail. 2 ounces of a bourbon. Give this a stir. Try to incorporate all those muddled fruits in there. All that like pulp and other gel. And then since we're fancy, we are going to garnish this with a cherry and the other half of the orange. The mid-century old-fashioned from the 1950s. During that Mad Men era. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. It's very strange. It does not remind me of an old-fashioned at all. You get the bourbon up front and some of the baking spices. You get a huge hit of the cherry. When you get the oakiness of the bourbon mixed with the orange juice, because we straight up press the fruit itself. There's orange juice in this. That's not good. It goes from being like, okay, you get the 4 roses up front, the cinnamon, the cherry, the apple, the chocolate. Like you get all this, you get all the good parts of the bourbon out of the way. You get some of the cherry, which is nice. The orange, the oils from the skin meld really well, but then you get to the orange juice and the oakiness. Not so much walking together in this analogy as I usually do. I think of flavors as a walk. When you get to the oak and the orange juice, they trip. if this is a walk, you trip at the end because of the orange juice and the oak note of the bourbon. It's a strange sort of drink, but it really harkens back to that whole thing I talked about with Prohibition. They weren't using as many good ingredients back then. Mixology did kind of die back in that time. Mixology did kind of go away. All the good bartenders left. All the good distilleries shut down. The idea of muddling fruits into your drink makes some sense, but unless you're really thoughtful about how and why you do that, it can lead to some really bad combinations like you get in this drink. That's what they were drinking in the 1950s though. When you ordered an old-fashioned, you got one of these.